We've been at this for a long time, from the dark side to get no shine, going underground to find a gold mine. I'm digging. Hey, hold the line, what I told mine, been a slow grind since '09, so just say the word and it's go time.
Lovely to meet you. Again, my name is Maurice. I'm the director here at Icon Media Co. Purpose, intent, desire for this call is very straightforward. We're going to get you guys onboarded. To get started, I'm going to go through an onboarding form with you. Do you want to receive appraisals in this entire area?
Sure. Yes. We sort of go as far as say it's probably pushing the boundary of where we would go.
I want the database that's encompassing this entire radius that I've got circled in front of us. That's what I want. So if you can do that for me, I'd like that before we hit the go button on the campaign, which will be extremely helpful for us to get incredible results. If there's anything else that comes to mind, please let me know. And you might be asking, hey Maurice, like why are you asking these questions? Well, again, we want to best emulate, represent you and your brand professionally. And so by having this information, we're able to also embody that and really, emulate as if we're one of your assistants or appointment setters or team members actually working directly at hence why I ask the questions. Now, the one thing that our clients really, really value and appreciate from us is that we're like ultra communicative, and you and I both know obviously the foundations of any successful relationship is based on having exceptional communication. And so we're going to be very, very communicative with you. We please do ask you to be obviously communicative with us back as well. We know that real estate professionals are busy. Just help us understand what the cadence is, in terms of when you'd like us to speak to, when you would like us not to speak to you, because we're going to be speaking to you routinely on a daily basis. It may not always be voice on voice. It may just be text or leaving you a voice note on Slack just to keep you up to date with how things are tracking. But one of the other key reasons why we would, be reaching out to you is because, if we have an opportunity and we want to consult with you, just because there might be some nuances in relation to the conversation, that we want to get verified with you first before booking it in, then we would want to reach out to you because again, we have a philosophy within the company where we're protective of our clients' time because we don't want you to just go to an appraisal and not turn that into a listing, right? We have an exceptional close rate with our clients and the appraisals we book for them because we must meet the criteria of a homeowner wanting to sell within 90 days. And if that doesn't meet that criteria, we simply do not book it in. My goal is to impress all of you, and how we propose in doing that is normally each CSM, which is an appointment setter, they have around about 3 to 5 clients each. I'm going to just give you one CSM only, but I need to make sure they're busy, right? So I expect if you can give me $150 a day, I'll give you one CSM. So that means they do nothing else 8 hours a day but call, and they're constantly booking in appraisals for you.
Bruce, with your service, like you said, you're interested in trying to grow and obviously expand to other agents. You obviously guarantee these results in terms of if you don't get me 5 appraisals within 90 days.
Yeah, there's no guarantee with 90 days. We guarantee 5 appraisals that must meet the criteria of persons, vendors, wanting to sell within 90 days. So if you go to an appraisal and someone's like, no, I'm not looking to sell in 90 days, that simply doesn't constitute as an appraisal, right? They must have the desire to want to sell within 90 days.
Let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say you guys try your hardest and you can't get me 5 appraisals. What happens?
I'm going to share as much as I can share on this topic. All around you, like as a whole, we have crushed it for so many clients. And what we do on our check-in calls with our clients is we show them the ROI. And without a doubt, our clients have seen well and truly an excess of 25 appraisals. We have clients in and around your area have been on cycles for 25 appraisals 2-3 times over in a space of a year. So I have no quarrels or issues with us getting there, without a doubt.
All right, beautiful. I like your confidence.
Guys, congratulations on coming on board. I'm very, very excited to be working with you guys. I'm gonna get the team to introduce themselves on Slack, say g'day to you guys. My goal is in the next 48 hours to go live and start making calls. But I always recommend, putting as much budget as possible, because again, it's a simple numbers game. The more leads, the more calls, the more appointments, the more listings. As long as it meets that criteria of people, vendors who want to sell within 90 days.
All right, beautiful.
God bless, guys. If you need anything, let me know. I'm on Slack, and I'll speak to you soon.
Perfect, thank you.
Ciao, guys. Bye, bye. That is a new client that came on board yesterday. He's in a great area. He's absolutely going to crush it. So yeah, we're going to hopefully hit live 48 to 72 hours. What do you got next? I've had like a couple of calls come through on that onboarding call. So I've got to call back those people that called me and then jump onto that call that I'm running late for. We have a new client that came on board yesterday. His name's and I want to do something different we haven't done before. I want to dedicate one CSM exclusively to his account.
Okay. For all of time, effectively?
All of time.
Definitely?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon, all.
How you doing, mate? You well?
I am better today. I've had a bit on in the last few days, but hopefully all behind me.
In relation to the lead flow, in the last 30 days, we've generated 55 leads for you, right? Since 2023 till just a couple of months ago, before you closed the deal with, you haven't closed anything. Now, when we started doing your appointments for you, which is only 3 months, thereabouts, then you were able to close. The reason why you may not be getting an abundance of appraisals is because they must meet a certain level of standard, of criteria. If they don't meet that, we're not going to want to waste your time. Part of our ethos, part of our philosophy, part of our ideology in terms of how we work with our clients is to make sure we protect their time. I know we can get you great results, and to be frank with you, you already know this, and if you don't, now you do. We already work with people in and they've generated over $300,000 with us. The only difference is, and again, like, you know, I'm coming from a place of love, you know this. Like, I need more communication. I really do. And if I have more communication, I'm able to have a proper tight feedback loop with you to what's working. And if you can share with us what's working and what's not working, then we're able to pivot and optimize accordingly. But if we have no feedback loop, we can't read your mind and we can't understand what's going on. And we can't find out, 2-3 months down the track, finally we get onto a check-in call. We need to have a tight feedback loop. We want to feel like we are literally, your assistant in the adjacent table to you in your office. We've seen that is literally the recipe for success for our clients. Is there anything else top of mind before I leave you to it?
I'll give it some final thought and we will either continue or we'll work on the best way to close things off.
God bless, man. Travel safe, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Bye for now.
Thank you, Maurice. Bye.
How do you think that went?
I'd rather let go of a client that doesn't respect the relationship. We've been certainly going above and beyond. Yeah, we've been working with them for approaching 3 years, but, fundamentally, we've been giving them a ludicrous deal, and they simply have not been respecting the relationship by having, communication. The team recognize that he's notorious for not getting back to us, and he doesn't get back to us for like 2 months at a time. And he's missed out on, 77 listings.
I guess it's not always that you have like easy conversations, right? Sometimes, like with running the business, you're gonna have difficult conversations.
Yeah, they need to be had. Otherwise, it's weird, but the analogy that's coming to me is like shedding skin. At the end of the day, like you either, evolve or you evaporate, right? Like you either, work with how we're developing and improving the overall process system and how we do what we do, or we've got to respectfully move on. Gents, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, Maurice. I had an epic call with, I think, my toes and go into check-in call.
So Josh, I want you to give some thought to this, which is, if my goal is to have just one CSM for one client, what does the dynamic have to be? As an example, they need to be spending $150 a day on ad spend. They need to have a database of 30,000. The reason why that's so attractive to me, Josh, and for the company and for everyone involved, is because if we're able to have one CSM for one client, then and they're giving 8 hours a day as an example every day, that means we can get them more appraisals, more listings, more renewals with the client. So that's my logic. So paint the picture, like, Maurice, if you can get this set up with a client, this type of dynamic where they're happy to pay 150, they also have like a database of X amount, then I can give you one CSM.
Is there 3 things that you reckon stands out for today?
I would say one thing that's really, really helpful is adding the timestamp to the recordings we send to our clients, because we want to make sure our clients listen to the recordings in advance so they can listen to the things that's most important before they go to the appointment. Another, takeaway from today would be Julian, who's been with me for just shy of a year now. He's moving to the front end, helping the other advisors, doing setting work for us in the front end, which is really, really good. And then we've, pretty much forecasted that, God willing, he'll start doing closing on the front end as an advisor come next month. Another item
I have around about three to four operation specialists, and it's gotten quite laborious managing each and every one of their tasks. What we've done now is literally, instead of paying them a retainer, we pay them per task completed, right? And that allows for everyone to have the right intention in mind about, they focus on getting the task complete, because only when they complete the task, then they get paid. Because some tasks get completed, 70%, and then they get pulled in a different direction. And so creating a lot more standardized process helps significantly. So yeah, they're 3 takeaways from today. So that is in essence a portion of the day looks like. I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys more and more in depth about what it looks like in the company day to day. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode.